Cornelia Meyer is an economist, an energy expert, and the CEO of Meyer Resources. She joins us now from Bern, Switzerland. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Linda, for having me.
So, Cornelia, oil prices are already climbing amid this ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Just how significant are these spikes that we're seeing?
These spikes are very significant. If I look at Brent, as of a few minutes ago, it's up since the beginning of the conflict by about 27%. Since the beginning of the year, a whopping 52%. So that will get translated into, obviously, oil is in everything, right? Transport and in products and so on. So that will get translated into inflation.
And the Strait of Hormuz is a key choke point with about 20% of global oil passing through it. How vulnerable are global supply chains if tensions continue or if they escalate even further?
Well, it's very vulnerable. And what we should be worried about is also that, as you have rightly reported, that both Kuwait and Abu Dhabi have started to shut in some of the production because there's no more storage left. It's nowhere to go, the oil. The same holds true for LNG production in Qatar, which has been shut in. So yes, it will be released once the hostilities are over. However, it's not a light switch. We also have to look at where does the oil through the Straits of Hormuz go. 38% of it goes to China, and the vast majority goes to the rest of Asia.
And of course, Cornelia, rising oil prices typically feed into inflation worldwide. What kind of impact could this conflict have on inflation and growth in major economies like the US, like Europe and Asia?
It will have an impact. And whereas obviously the US is insulated because they have their own oil production, but the oil is globally traded. So you see the prices going up there as well. So it will have an impact. People will feel it in their pockets. What worries me most is that also fertilizer is affected because Qatar, gas becomes urea, becomes fertilizer, and about 30% of global fertilizer consumption has to pass through the Straits of Hormuz. This is spring in the northern hemisphere. This is when the crops get sown, when they need it, and I'm really worried what that will do, especially to developing countries.
And what other sectors are you worried about? Because we have seen the crisis, the chaos in the aviation industry over the past week. Should this war continue for many more weeks, what impact could that have on that sector?
It will have a big impact. It will, once the hostilities stop, aviation tends to swing back pretty quickly. But if you look at it, Dubai and Qatar, Doha are some of the major sort of hubs for aviation. Emirates, Qatar, Etihad are big players in the aviation industry, and it's not just going from anywhere to the Middle East. You pass through there because it's a hub. So this has a big impact. This will also have an impact on those economies.
And how might it affect, big picture, long term, investor confidence, capital flows, long-term investment, especially in the energy sector?
Well, in the energy sector, there will be an increased there'll be increased sense of urgency on investing in the energy sector. But I'm looking at money flows, and I'm looking at the way the Gulf economies have been marketing themselves. It's like, look, we are an island of stability, and we are safe places to invest. I mean, especially Dubai is sort of the influencer haven, and a lot of people who want tax breaks move there. I'm worried about the business model. We can't say now how quickly things will swing back, but at this time the sentiment is not too good.
Yeah, it certainly isn't. Cornelia Meyer, great to have your analysis. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Linda.